And hope you're all very well. You're all welcome to this another random social media chat that I thought I would stop by and have with you all. So you're all very welcome. You should be seeing me and hearing me across Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere except Instagram. Really, that I can't really work Instagram at the same time in this, but nonetheless, you're all very welcome. And what I wanted to do was just stop by very quickly. First of all, to wish all of our Canadian friends a belated, very happy belated Canada Day. I hope you all had a great one and hope you were all able to celebrate all things considered. And to our friends in America, a very happy 4th of July in preparation of 4th of July tomorrow. I hope you're all keeping well. And you are welcome. I see people are joining us now, joining me now. You are welcome, Sarah. Thank you very much. Kim, how are you doing? Petra, how are you keeping? We've got Anita from Helsinki in Finland. How are you doing? Kathy on Twitter, thanks for joining me there from Cleveland. Bernadette, how are you doing? So we've got loads of people. You're all very welcome, and thanks for stopping by. What I wanted to do is, first of all, take any questions that you guys might have. If you do have any questions, you can type it there, and I will take them as long as I can see it. Okay. And I've got one or two things that I wanted to discuss, which is why I thought I would stop by and just address it all to each of my social media channels. As always, things are busy these neck of the woods. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the coming weeks ahead. For anyone who joined me in CKonLine, I want to talk about CKonLine and the summer term that we've just launched there last weekend. It's not too late for anyone to join. This is the last stage that people can join. So I wanted to mention that. I wanted to talk about all things Keegan Bus Tours in 2021 with a surprise update as well. So I wanted to talk about that. And then finally, I wanted to talk about the Colm Keegan Promo Group page, which there should be a link in the description if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. So before I dive into those, I want to just take a few questions from you guys. So Sandy, how is Laura and the kids doing? They're doing well, Sandy. Thank you very much. It is, all things considered, given the lockdown, we've had a great time. So thank you very much for asking. Deborah, hi Colm, how's Laura's wrist doing? Laura's wrist is doing really well. She's in a bit of discomfort and a bit of pain, unfortunately. So she's going to see the doctor. I don't know if it's repetitive strain injury or they don't know what it is. So fingers crossed that she'll be back playing the cello very soon. But I know it is a big worry for her since it is something she loves doing is playing the cello. So hopefully she'll get back, but I'm sure she'll keep you all updated with that. Walter, when are you getting a haircut? Walter, I'm asking myself the same question every morning, noon, and night. And I can guarantee you that as soon as the hairdressers and barbers in the UK open here, we've been in Ireland for 3 months, and then we come over to Scotland. And when we come over to Scotland, the barbers open in Ireland. So but where we are in Glasgow, I think it's another 2 weeks before they open here. So as soon as they open, I can guarantee you that I'll be letting you know. But folks, I want to just talk, for those who have joined me, or if you're watching this live or if you're watching it recorded later, you can still continue to ask your questions and I will get back to them at a later stage. But I wanted to talk about CKonLine, the summer term. For anyone who is interested in joining the summer term, this is your final chance. Okay, the reason why it's your final chance is because our term started last Sunday, the 28th. So week one has happened. Week one, as anyone who's watching the last chat will know, is a week that I don't charge. You can sit in the class, you can get a taster for the whole thing, and if you want to join us, then you email me and I will send you a PayPal invoice for the 7-week term and a recording of the class. So if you couldn't make it last Sunday and you think, oh, do you know what, I would have liked to have joined the term, I just couldn't make week 1 for whatever reason, well, you can still email me. So my email should be on the screen that you're watching, CKonLineTeaching@gmail.com. You should be able to see, I think I left the description of all the information about the term. A link for the description about all the information should be in the description of this video. But if you want to join, what you can do is you can email me. I can send you a recording from week 1 that you've missed, and then you can pay the balance for the remaining weeks, and you can join us live for week 2. So I hope that makes sense. So if you missed week 1, this is the last time that you can join. Because I can send you a recording of week 1, and then you can join us live from week 2 if you want to cover the cost. So what we're going to be discussing in the CKonLine summer term, we've got Irish history. We've got 2 Irish history classes, and the first Irish history is going to be overlooking Ireland in the 19th and 20th century. So kind of an overview ending and with the period known as the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Irish History 2 focuses primarily on the Troubles in Northern Ireland, so that's going to be a lot more detail than Irish History 1, which is more of an overview. We've got Irish language again, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So if you want to use the time over the lockdown productively and learn a new language, well, then this is your time to do it. You're more than welcome to join the Irish language class, or you can take music theory as well. So if you have any questions about CKonLine teaching, you are more than welcome to either ask now or you can ask later by emailing me. Chantal, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. I'm glad you've enjoyed CKonLine in the past. And yeah, it's an absolute pleasure for me to be able to offer the classes, not just locally, but over the medium of the internet. And this is pretty much the CKonLine classroom that you're seeing. So this is what the class will look like. So if you want to join us in week 2, you can send me an email, CKonLineTeaching@gmail.com. Okay. If there's any questions about that, I will take it. But otherwise, I want to move on to the bus tours. Okay, as you have already noticed, there are 3 bus tours in 2021, which is shaping up to the busiest year of our Keegan Bus Tours calendar to date. We are going to Ireland in March 2021, followed by a bus tour of Scotland in end of March, start of April 2021, in which there are only 3 places remaining on that tour. And there is then the last tour in 2021 is the UK tour, on which there are 4 places remaining. So again, if you wanted to see that, I will share the screen here and you should be able to see how you can find out more about this. If you visit the website, colmkeegan.com, and go to the bus tour section of the website here at the top, you can see information on all 3 tours. The Tour of Ireland, which is sold out, but you can sign up to a waiting list here. You can join our Scottish tour here, and you can join our UK tour here. Okay, so the information on the 3 tours should be available from my website. Okay, if you wanted to check it out. Alternatively, if you wanted to email about that, well, I've got another email address for you to take down. So it's colmkeegantours@gmail.com. Okay, that's the generic email that I use for bus tours and solo tours musically. So colmkeegantours@gmail.com. If you have any questions about that, you can email me. I always recommend for people to email me. I always get told that people are trying to get me on private message on Facebook or Twitter, or there's too many ways to get in touch these days. Okay, so if I miss your comment, either publicly on Facebook or privately on Facebook or publicly on Twitter or privately on Twitter or publicly on Instagram or privately on Instagram, the best and most reliable way to get in touch with me is always email me. Okay, so colmkeegantours@gmail.com for that, or else if it's CKonLine related, it'll be CKonLineTeaching@gmail.com. So hopefully those 2 email addresses make sense. The reason why I wanted to talk about the bus tours as well is because as if you've been following the last few years, you might be familiar with the fact that we have a fall bus tour and we've got a spring bus tour. Okay, both of those for 2021 are filled, and the next tour that will happen and the next tour to go on sale will be a spring 2022 bus tour of Ireland. So that will happen. And what I've been thinking about, and this is what I want your feedback on, okay? Because what I've been thinking about is, instead of putting that tour on sale 12 months in advance, which is what I typically do, when we are currently participating in a tour, that's the time where I release the next tour 12 months in advance. However, there's a lot of people that are emailing me and saying, you know what, I would love to take one of your bus tours, except it's just slightly out of budget, or if there's any way that I could find out in advance to lower the cost. Well, what I might do for all of you is I might start the preparations and plans now for spring 2022. Okay, that is not to put anyone who is currently signed up to a bus tour under pressure. I know that people are currently paying for the bus tours that they've already signed up for, and I don't want them to feel under pressure that they have to sign up for another tour. But what I wanted to do is try and offer those of you who to date it's been slightly out of budget. I wanted to offer you a chance to sign up for a bus tour. And the reason why it will be slightly cheaper to sign up for a bus tour in spring 2022 is because if you look at the monthly costs of a tour 12 months in advance versus a monthly cost of a tour 18 or 19 months in advance are going to be a little bit different. It's going to be cheaper per month for those who want to sign up in advance. Okay, so what I might do is you can let me know your feedback either here if you're watching it live, or if you're watching this recorded later, you can also type and let me know, because I always go through the comments of previous videos as well. Or you can simply email me, colmkeegantours@gmail.com, and let me know if this is something that you would like to take advantage of. Okay, so if I put a tour that far in advance, therefore the monthly installment costs to sign up for the tour will be less than they typically would be. So what you can do is the overall cost is going to be the same. So you can go on to the tours that are currently on sale on the website. You can familiarize yourself with the typical cost of a tour. And what you can just simply do is type that cost into a calculator and divide by 17 or 18, okay? Because that'll be the amount of months between now and spring 2022. So if you have any questions about that, then I will take it now. So Rhonda wants to know, do you have a month in mind for 2022? I will always do it around March, April time. The reason being is that it's always around St. Patrick's Day, and I figure that that's a time that people would like to come to Ireland. Now, the only thing about March is that it's also a very busy month for me in the States, because there's a lot of gigs that I take part in America in March. So it will either be the end of March or else it'll be the start of April. Okay, but it tends to be around that time. But I will let you know dates for sure once this is all finalized. In fact, I've been discussing a rough itinerary, so I can let you know the provisional dates now, actually. If you bear with me. So I'll try and find that for you now. So you can type away, ask questions, and then when I go back to the screen, I can start taking your questions. But for now, the proposed dates that I have, here they are here. So the proposed dates would be in April 2022. Okay, so the proposed dates are in April 2022, and they would be specifically Friday, April 1st. Okay, so this is not an April Fool's Day. April 1st until April the 9th. So you'd fly on April the 1st and you'd fly home on April the 9th. Okay, so they are the rough dates for the tour provisionally now. Natasha, I live in the UK. Can I come on the bus tour? Of course you can. We've actually got Sarah Langridge is from the UK, and she's coming on our bus tour in 2021. The only difference between you and anyone else is that you wouldn't have... well, if it's in the UK, you wouldn't have flight costs. You would if you're still coming over to Ireland. But the flights would be obviously a lot cheaper for anyone coming from the UK rather than anywhere else overseas. So yeah, of course, you're more than welcome. Michelle, sounds good, though you give years notice for the tour and about 9 months to pay. More than generous compared to other tour groups. Thank you very much, Michelle. I do try and give as much time as I can to those, because I'm aware that if people are trying to budget per month, well, then the more notice that I give, well, then the cheaper per month it is for people. So that is everything now about the bus tours. So you can currently see all of the tours. You can currently see all the tours. Here's Laura ringing me now. I'll phone her back. But the tours that are on sale are all on my website, colmkeegan.com. And that is something that might come into play very soon. Okay. The last question I'll take about the tours before I move on. Teresa wants to know how many spots on the tour. That's a good question, Teresa. I limit my bus tours anywhere between 30 and 35 people. Okay. The reason being is not to try and make this exclusive in any sort of way, but I just feel that the more, if I go above that, well then what I want this to be is an opportunity for you guys to get to know me and for me to get to know you. And if I feel that there's more than 35 people, well then over the course of the week, I don't feel I get to know everyone who's on the bus tour. So I try and keep it as intimate as I can. So therefore I get the best opportunity of getting to know you all and getting a chance to have spoken with everyone and had a proper conversation with everyone. And during the week, anyone who knows, who's been on the tour in the past, knows that what I try and do is sit beside people on the bus and sit beside people at dinner and so on, so that everyone who is on the tour will get a bit of individual time as well. So that is everything really about the Keegan Bus Tours for now. More information will be on my website, or else you can email, as I said, colmkeegantours@gmail.com. Or if you want to check out my online teaching, it'll be CKonLine teaching@gmail.com. Okay, so all information is on my website. The last thing that I wanted to say is it is the 3rd birthday of the Colm Keegan Promo Group page, and I wanted to give a massive thank you to everyone who has joined the promo group page, especially those that are leading the charge, Barb Hardnett in particular, but we've also got Paddy, we've got Jean, and you know, these ladies are constantly listening to me, you know, worrying about the future, trying to plan for the future. I'm throwing them in all sorts of directions with ideas that I have, you know, so to Barb Hardnett, to Jean Smith, to Paddy Brennan in particular, thank you so much for everything. But for everyone who's joined the promo group page, you know, you've been absolutely amazing. You know, supporting everything I do, posting posters and flyers and handing out everything, you know, in advance of tours, you know, spreading the word on Facebook and Twitter. So what I want to do is offer a special thank you to those people who join. I'm not going to announce it here because it's specific to the Colm Keegan promo page, but if you wanted to check out Colm Keegan Promo Group, there will be a little treat for anyone who has joined that page. Okay. So you can check it out there. But folks, that's everything going on now. And a massive thank you to everyone who has joined CKonLine teaching for the summer term. I'm delighted to announce, and I didn't want to make this announcement before because it looked like I was 2 people short of the spring term. But actually, there has, in the last day, been a few more people that have signed up to make the summer term 2020 the busiest term CKonLine has had to date. Okay, we are 4 years now in the process since the inception of CKonLine teaching, and this summer term 2020 is the busiest we have. Last week we had over 80 people registering for the classes, and most of those have signed up. We're over 60 people have signed up for the term ahead. So I'm absolutely over the moon. I cannot wait to take you all on the journey of Irish history and Irish language and spreading Irish culture as much as I can, especially now more than ever when the barrier of travel is in place, that we can still communicate, we can still learn together. Thank you so much for that. And you guys have all made that possible. Sarah, you should have shirts for your students. Do you know what? We used to have shirts, Sarah. We used to have shirts. So yes, that is a good question. And maybe we should get those back. Maybe we should resurrect a few of the CKonLine teaching shirts. So if you like them, let me know under this comment, or you can let me know what color you like, if you like the t-shirts, what slogan you like. and who knows, maybe we'll get them back. But folks, thank you so much. This is just a very brief chat to fill you up to speed with the different endeavours that's going on in the minute. There's more projects that I haven't spoken about now that are in the pipeline, but I will come to those very shortly. For those who are following me in the CKonLine and the bus tours, thank you so much. I do try and get back to emails as soon as I can. It tends to be, maybe a day or two, but I do try and stay on top of the emails as often as I can. So thank you so much. If you've any further questions that I haven't taken live here, type them under the video, and I will try and get back to this later for those who are not watching live and those who are watching a recording of this. And unless I know I'm going to be kicking myself when I finish this that I haven't mentioned something that I wanted to mention, but those are the 3 points anyway. So that's everything, guys. Thank you so much, and I will take your. So the last thing that I wanted to say. So people are saying it's going to be more CKonLine terms. Well, because it's so busy now, I don't want to kill the party. Okay, so we've had the busiest spring term that we've ever had, and that's been followed by even more people signing up for the summer term. So I want to keep that momentum going. So what I want to do is there's going to be a Halloween term and a Christmas term. Okay. 2 more terms before the end of 2020. Who said 2020 was a bad year? It's shaping up to be a brilliant year for everyone in CKonLine. So there will be a summer term. You can sign up now. This is the last weekend you can possibly sign up for 2020, the summer term. But you can also hang around because there will be a fall term, a Halloween term, and a Christmas term. Okay. That's everything, folks. Busy here as always. Hope you're all keeping well. Happy Canada Day to those who celebrated it during the week in Canada, and happy 4th of July to those in America in advance. Stay safe though over the weekend. Okay, it's stay healthy. Look after yourself. Look after your community. And please do take all the precautions necessary. And why do I care? Because obviously, apart from people's health that I worry about, we want to be able to get back to America soon as well. So look after yourselves. Take all the necessary health precautions, and we will hopefully see you again in person very, very shortly. Okay, thanks for stopping by, folks. Look after yourselves. Have a great weekend. And for those in CKonLine teaching, I will see you in class on Sunday. Take care, folks.